I'm gonna have to make a disclaimer because the title that you see is kind of bait-ish, but the true title of the video is gonna be Aono Hako or Blue Box for the people, some people there, is actually might probably maybe gonna be big, gonna be explode. Just you get the point. You get the point. When it had an anime adaptation. So I want to talk about Aono Hako right now for the series. Right now, this is the first time that I'm gonna do this. Not gonna probably little editing that I'm gonna do. But regarding Aono Hako, I always felt like it could be big. It could be something. It's gonna have some things that happen like on My Dress Up Darling or Sono Bisige, I forgot the full name. But I do love My Dress Up Darling. But the thing is, I discovered My Dress Up Darling before episode 1 aired. Literally like less than 48 hours before episode 1 aired. Because of a Muse Asia post, I was interested and then decided to read it, and it was really good. And I think it was popular, at least to manga readers. And I was not surprised that it got big because it really is good. My Dress Up Darling really is good. So good. And I'm recording this on July 6. July 6. June 6. June 24 rather. And I'm just gonna change scenes and show you that I'm really big on Aono Hako right now. Or Blue Box, depends on what I say. Here's my analyst. I have made my list releasing masterpieces, potential masterpieces, high-ups potential, completed boss, something. Let's go with masterpieces. Potential masterpieces, Aono Hako. Oh, it's like, okay, I might need editing. Masterpieces, potential masterpieces, and high-ups and potential, because this is you see my point, might. I am not really that confident on Aono Hako. Might. Potential masterpiece to high hopes and potential. Because I am confident that it has an audience. It really has an audience, but I am not that confident that it will have the same successes or more success than My Dress Up Darling for the reasons that I'm gonna mention below. That's on the analyst. It was 200 on the most popular of all time, number 30 highest rated of 2021. When I first started reading around chapter 8 of Aono Hako, and right now we're at chapter 57. It's been a long time. Every Monday I eagerly await for the new release of Blue Box. I was reading. It was I discovered Aono Hako when one of my best friends posted shared a Facebook post of the Aono Hako one shot, and I really like it. And then I look at the comments. Does it have a serialization or something like that? And to my surprise, it does, and it's on chapter 8. And what's a surprise to me is that it releases consistently every Monday. So every Monday, I was waiting for a new release of Aono Hako. Every Monday. And I was reading on Manga Geek that time. And Manga Geek is a aggregator app for mangas, which aggregators are mostly not encouraged, but thank God for an aggregator, because the license for Aono Hako, English translation, or at least on the website that it's Manga Plus, that it's currently releasing on, has an expiration date. And the old chapters that I got from Manga Geek is still there, which was gone now. And since I barely use Manga Geek anymore since I transitioned to Manga Dex because of marking and waiting for the series, please make series that I'm marking more convenient. As you can see, this is the current title feed that I have. It's convenient and not at the same time because of other languages posting. But the bottom line is, I really love this series. Not as much as Soidemo Yumoshiteku, but it might be big. It could be big. But there's a but. I'm not sure because I'm not really sure because of the type of manga that it is. Have I mentioned that when I started reading this, it was around 400? Around 400 less of the most popular of all time, and then it got skyrocketed. Ooh. Deserve that. And to emphasize my point, I was really looking forward to the new chapters. Ao no Hako is that good. The thing that Ao no Hako is really great at is cliffhanger endings. Well, what I mean by that is every end of the chapter makes you wanna read the next week's chapter. You're just excited of what's gonna happen, especially when Hina learned about Chinatsu Senpai living on Taiki's house. It's just you can't wait for next week. And you know that's gonna be next week because it has a consistent schedule, unlike most scanlators, because it was licensed or probably commissioned to be translated every week. It's commissioned and paid with a schedule. The people are paid. I worked as a typesetter on a scanlator group once. And it really depends on the team if you can release manga weekly or on a consistent schedule rather. The bare minimum is you can release on a consistent schedule because some release monthly, some release weekly, some every 2 weeks, and some depends on the team. And I'm on a group that depends on the team. We don't have a consistent release schedule on all of the mangas that we were scanlating, and I was a typesetter, and oh my god, it's hard being a typesetter. It's easy to learn, but it's hard to master. The point is, I am excited really, and a lot of people really like it, really like Blue Box. But the point is, it's a romance series, and quite common in fact. The reason why My Dress Up Darling is so good is because of the characters, is because of Loki, Gojo. And the Loki, Gojo, and his personality. And My Dress Up Darling, Loki has morals of the story. Loki. Even though it's kind of lewd, it still has morals, and that kind of makes Gojo one of the best male characters ever. Probably, but it really makes Gojo look really like a man. One of the morals that is being taught on the story. And on Ao no Hako, there is morals. It's a sports romance manga, and it's already quite common, somewhat. Romance is really common, sports is light. It's a coming of age. Cool, heterosexual. Wait, was there someone on an LGBT there? If I remember correctly, most, or at least all of, I don't know anyone that is. Oh, that's homo. Oh my god, I forgot. Yeah, these are the tags. Show one spoiler tag. Oh, love triangle! You think? You think with the with a background like that? Do you think that's a spoiler anymore? With a background like that? You think you're gonna spoil anyone? It's a love triangle also. Yes. Yes, it's a love triangle. Yeah, here's the thing. The story is amazing with some somewhat generic structures. What I mean by that is it's a romance. There's lots of romance. Triangles. Most people don't stand love triangles. I am fine with love triangles, and I can stand misunderstandings. I am one of the rare people, or some of the people that can sit and watch or read misunderstandings while not being irritated. And I also get irritated by misunderstandings, but I'm just used to it. See, the thing is, I am confident that it will be more popular now. It's gonna gain traction, but I'm not confident that it's gonna receive the same love or get the attention that my dress up darling has, that mainstream attention that my dress up darling does. For Aono Hako or Blue Box, it's quite unclear actually, because the best redeeming quality of this is its story, its characters, its view. When I first read it, I thought of Kawaii So, of Bokura wa Mina Kawaii So. That's what I thought at first. And Koji Miura is the second author that I really like. Koji Miura Sensei. Before I discovered Blue Box, I only like Yamamoto Sensei, but there are also other authors that I like. Keiichi Ueshiba from the Nazunoko no X, the author of Nazunoko no X, and there's the author of Taketo no Maid, which was Oron, which I like. I like their works, and I also love the works of the author of Daytime Shooting Star or Yunaka Yusei. I really love their story of Yomori Mika. I really love and highly praise Yunaka Yusei. I really love Chumakucho Lovely Planet, but Yunaka Yusei is almost a masterpiece. But Aonoha and their, I don't know, the one shot it doesn't have any stats or something. It doesn't have a most popular of when, doesn't have anything. But Aono Hako is really booming. Look at that. Oh, every release of the new chapter? Because it was really that good. Aono Hako was really that good. And recently, I've been waking up Sunday midnight just to read this, because it is that good. But I am not confident that other people will share the same sentiment. It feels like Bokura wa Mina Kawaii So, which I really love and is probably the best underrated series. One of the best, because the best underrated anime of all time for me is Tadakun Makoi Ushinai or Tadakun Never Falls in Love. But the feeling of when reading this, it really reminds me of Bokura wa Mina Kawaii So, that the feeling when you read Kawaii So, that somewhat nostalgic feeling. It's what I love. The feeling, I love it. I love reading it. I love that feeling. It's what makes Aono Hako great, and its ending cliffhangers, what I mentioned. But what makes the ending of every chapter great lacks in continuation. That's my only, probably so far the only criticism that I have of Aono Hako. amazing cliffhangers makes you wanna read next week. Every single time, or almost, but every single time, every single week, every single chapter, the ending makes you wanna read the next chapter. I'll wait for it next week, and then it's lacking. Then the continuation either is subpar, or it doesn't feel like it doesn't justify the cliffhanger from last week. The reason why you wanna tune in the other week. At least for me, that's what I feel. But the cliffhangers makes you wanna read. When Chinatsu Senpai was discovered, mostly when Hina confessed, almost all makes you wanna read next week. It's just that good. Because the concern, again, I don't know if, because I'm not doing I don't have a script, I'm just doing this on the fly. The reason people might not like this also, it's because they have seen too many of these. There are probably better ones, or maybe they're not interested, or maybe it's too generic for them, or generic somewhat. But people really love it, and I think people will love it. But I don't know if it's the same as my Dress Up Darling love that it got. But in hindsight, or imagining the bigger picture, Aono Hako will be big. I don't know if it's gonna explode, but Aono Hako will be big. Aono Hako will rise when it received that inevitable anime adaptation. The one that I didn't expect would get an anime adaptation would be the cool guy and the female colleague, because of the Scanlator teams dropping it, and it did. And I actually wasn't confident that it might get one. I could have said that I get this one. And I am making this video before it got that inevitable anime adaptation. And I am waiting for it. Here are the 5 series that might get an announcement for 2022. And I am waiting for it. This will be inevitable, but I don't know if it's in 2022 or 2023, but this getting an adaptation is inevitable. There will be inevitable. This will be inevitable. And that's it for me today. See you next time. I hope you get my point, actually. I hope you got my point, because once again, this video is not scripted. It's on the fly. It's ad-lib. I have premeditated some points last week, but I don't know if I have done what I've done. The things that I want to do or point out on this video. I may have forgot soon, or realize that, oh my god, why did I appoint myself? But I hope you get my point. It will be big. Aono Hako will be something good, but I don't know if it will be that big. The best comparison is my Dress Up Darling, actually. It's one of probably the only comparison that I can think of. My Dress Up Darling. And I really want Aono Hako to succeed, because I want other people to know the joy that I had reading this. And I hope one day, when this series ends, I hope that I can make one heck of a reaction of a series. Of a review of this series, because this will be highly praised by me. I will highly praise this one. I will shower it love. God bless this. And that's it for me today. See you next time. Peace and God bless all. Love y'all.